Check, 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 check. Check. Check 1 2, check 1 2, check 1 2. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I think my audio is good. Hello. Check, 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 check. Yep. We're good. Yo, 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 yo. Check 1 2. What's up? What's up? Yo, guys, let me know if the audio is good. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. We're playing Star Atlas. There's a new update. There's a new update right now in Star Atlas. Let's actually pull it up. It just came out today. We're in the game. I have a bunch of spaceships that I'm gonna test. What's up, Seba Beba? What's up, Seba Beba? What's up? Mike is good. Mike is good. Thank you. Thank you. We're gonna have the CEO right now in just a little bit. I'm gonna call him. We're gonna ask him questions. So if you guys have any question about Star Atlas, if you're a Star Atlas fan, if you are a content creator, if you're anything in Star Atlas, it doesn't matter. Even a community member, even if you have a spaceship that is small spaceship, it doesn't matter what it is. First, I gotta drink the juice, of course. It doesn't matter what it is. You can ask questions in chat. He's gonna be here in just a little bit. Let's actually pull up the update right here, real quick. Let me see. Yeah, I'm kind of rusty with streaming still. I'm kind of rusty. Haven't been streaming in a while. Just got back in the grind. Let's see. So we got this new update, and we got a bunch of things. So we're gonna go over it with the CEO, Michael Wagner, and we're gonna call him right now, and we're gonna play the game as well. So we got the game right here. So here we go. Let's actually call him up. Let's see. Here we go. Yo.
Caggy, what's up, man?
Good, man. We're live right now. So give me 1 second. Let me make sure your voice is going through. Say something.
Sure. Yep. Test. 1 2 3.
Test 1 2 3. Test 1 2 3. Okay, man. Look, my camera. I mean the Zoom thing wasn't working too well. It was kind of freezing and stuff. I think I gotta find a new setup for this type of like interviews, kind of with gameplay. But yeah, man. Let me see if we can actually do Discord. Maybe I can call you here. You're not gonna see my face though. Let me actually put your face. Let me see. Yeah, there we go. You got your face. Yeah, I see you. Man. Hey, you looking good, man.
Probably looking rough this morning. It was a long day yesterday, but long day, late night, and another early morning today. But yeah, man, good to be on with you.
That's good, man. That's good. I'm glad that you guys have released all these updates. This looks super cool. I don't think I can capture OBS right now. I mean Discord for some reason. Damn, bro. This is a bummer. Oh, I actually can. Yeah. Okay, there we go. I got it. I got it working. Perfect.
I'm gonna throw your stream on mute. I just want to see what you're doing.
Okay, yeah. Let me fix this. This is horrible streaming, but you know, whatever, man. We'll get to it.
There we go.
Right side. Let me put 150. Actually, I got this. This is called not being prepared, basically. But yeah, man, tell us a little bit about the update. Like, you know, what do you, what's the update about? You know, tell us kind of like the overview, right? Obviously, there's a tweet with all the details, and we're gonna go into the gameplay. But of course, we want to hear it from you. You know.
Definitely, and I guess before getting into Showroom 2.1, just to recap a little bit of the year, it's been It's been an incredibly busy year for us. We have rolled out, I want to say 4 or 5 different product launches, and that's across the different verticals within Star Atlas. So for any of the new listeners out there, what Kagi is going to be demonstrating today is really our flagship product. This is being developed in Unreal Engine 5. We're actually using the latest version of that, so 5.2, with all of the most innovative features. But beyond that, Star Atlas, or Automata, the studio, that's us behind Star Atlas, develop a browser-based game as well that we call Sage. That's Star Atlas Golden Era. We have a mobile application that's in development. We also do a ton of work on innovative development in infrastructure. And this really speaks to our underlying ethos and philosophy at Automata in building Star Atlas, which is to deliver as much of the game logic as possible on chain. So not just building a game as you traditionally would in Engine and then integrating things like NFTs, but having the entire economy developed on chain as well. So that's, Atlas, the in-game currency. It's Polis, it's the governance structure around all of this, which also has in-game applications. And then taking that a step further, and really the most complicated, most sophisticated aspect of this is building game logic via smart contract or on-chain program on Solana, and having that be as essentially the back-end server infrastructure for all of our different product lines. So I don't want to take away from 2.1 that this is again our flagship product, but just over the course of this year, a couple of notable releases includes a claim stake mining function that's on play.staratlas.com. We also rolled out the first version of Sage, the browser-based game, and that's called Escape Velocity. And this was, it's worth mentioning because this is a scavenger hunt style movement test. And what we've done is build out a contract or a program on Solana that manages a Cartesian coordinate system and movement. So you spawn a fleet into this 100 by 100 grid. As you make movements around the map, you're actually signing transactions on Solana to do that. And then you're able to scan a sector that you're in, and you have the chance to discover loot. And we've been running surge events. So just over the last 2 days, for example, 3 ships got discovered that are valued at $10,000 a piece. We have 1 ship available on the board. It's our Fimble Bios tank ship. This is a $100,000 ship. So at some point over the course of Escape Velocity and this movement test, somebody will find that tank ship. So it's pretty cool.
Well, go ahead.
Yeah, just two other things really quickly. We also launched a social campaign. It's really intended to create engagement and adoption inside of our gaming products, but also create some social virality. That's called Never Alone, and there's a mission system, 4 missions through the course of this year, and you complete sub-quests within those missions. Again, another opportunity to earn loot and titles and exclusive items from within the game. Up and coming, we also have our official DAO release. That's going to be very soon. Stay tuned for an official announcement from us on that. And then, of course, just yesterday we kicked off Showroom 2.1. So the whole idea here with the showroom is developing out this beautifully immersive environment, demonstrate our capabilities, and give people access to the items that they've been purchasing. So all of these NFTs that people bought. And what we really like to say is that these NFTs are not your typical JPEG.
Yeah, for sure they're not. I mean, bro, I just started transferring my assets back into the wallet that I'm using, and I'm about to pop it open right here on stream. Let me make your camera just a little bit smaller so people can actually see that this is not your typical JPEGs. And I just want to tell you, man, congratulations. And I would like to kind of like give me a quote to those haters and fodders that kind of didn't believe in Star Atlas. And it's understandable to a certain extent, of course. We're talking about money here, and, sometimes, people get caught up like, okay, like, this happened with FTX, blah, blah, blah. Are they going to make it? But, you stuck through it, and you're not going to stop building. And I know that because nobody likes failing, right? And you're one of those guys. You're a fucking winner. And it shows right here, right? So what do you have to say to those people?
To be honest with you, I don't even want to respond to the doubters and to the haters. I would just make a comment to the people that have been supporters. We have a deeply passionate community behind us at Star Atlas. People that have been with us either since the beginning or have stuck with us through the difficult times. And obviously, we're extremely passionate about what we're building here. This is real. You have tangible evidence in front of you. You can download this on Epic Game Store. We'd love to get people in playing, experiencing this, but I think truly the proof is in the pudding. Like, it doesn't get any more real than just having the product on screen and being able to actually engage in this. And when you start loading up some of these assets, and if you have a Lobby, I think you might, but if you have the Fimble Lobby, I would recommend starting with that ship because it's one of the coolest ships. It's one that was right at the top right of that screen.
Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, Lobby. Okay, got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Yeah. Let me set it. Let me set it right here. For some reason, it's not letting me set only the ones I have. So I do have it.
Yeah, so very important. We did build a. This is part of the infrastructure that we've developed, but we built a software development kit that we call the F kit, and this is a native Solana integration into Unreal Engine 5. So if you're interacting with Unreal right now, you're actually interacting with your crypto wallet. This does scan the assets that you possess in your wallet. So go to the only owned next to the only compatible
Yeah,
that you checked.
oh, okay, yeah, I did, but it still shows Fimble as one of the ones I own.
So that's compatible
Oh,
with this
I'm
landing
sorry.
pad.
Yeah, my bad. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm literally brain dead, bro. My bad. It's too early.
Um,
Okay, so only own right here. Let me see. So which
yeah.
one do you recommend out of the ones that I own? So I got a Floyd, I got a Pierce, I got an Opal, I got a Pierce X5, Calico right here. I got a Fimble. I also got a Visus. I think I have a few more, but I still have to transfer them.
I would recommend starting with the one of the most polished ships from this really is the X4. It's an extra small ship, but maybe jump into the Opal Jet. I believe that is one of the. Let me just confirm here. No, it's the Opal Jet. So start.
Yeah, it's right here. I got it. I can interact with it. Holy crap! Oh my god, bro! What? This
So
is
this ship
like
is actually.
go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, this ship is actually not completely polished. This is still a pretty early state version of one of our ships. You're obviously having some fun here. If you hit H, it takes you out of hover mode. Right now you're hover mode.
Hover mode.
And we can get
Oh,
into
Flight mode.
some of the features, but so there you go. Now you're in flight mode. Now you can either, space bar to move up or just there you go.
shift to move down or something like that. Let me see. Or let me see. How do you? Okay, no. So just look down. Okay. Holy crap!
Yeah.
This is not easy. This is not easy. This actually takes skills. Holy crap! So can I go in first person?
Yeah, if you hit C should change your camera angle.
Holy! I can't. Yo, what? I can't believe this, man. Like this is like my genuine reaction. I had not popped the game open for this new release because I wanted to actually have the reaction live on stream. This is amazing, bro. This is amazing. Holy crap!
So
So
you're going through one of the showroom itself entails really three core features now. So what you're doing is a time trial flight course. You also have the option to explore a PvE combat arena. I think you did that in the past. That was available in the earlier releases of Showroom, but now that whole experience is enhanced with 12 waves of NPC AI combatants flying at you. It's more challenging. You can also load many more ships in. Previously, it was only the Pierce X4 that you were able to load in. But the big feature release with this new version of Showroom is actually a ground racing course. And so we can take you over to that You're actually flying over the ground racing course right now.
Okay. Oh, I see, I see, I see. All of this right here. I see. I see now. So how do I reset? Like, is there a way I can reset back to base?
Yeah, you can just hit F1, and that'll take you back to the closest transport terminal.
Okay. Damn, this guy has literally like the terms and everything. Transport terminal. Yo, this is real, man. Guys, we're not messing around here. Need your confirmation to proceed. Yes.
Just hit enter if it's not clicking. Enter should do it for you.
Okay, got it. Sick, man. Okay, so I'm in the ground course here, I believe. Let me see.
Okay, so yeah, so this is the start of the ground racing course. And here, actually, wait, before you run around there, this is one of the coolest things that we just added. So, double jump and hold spacebar on the double jump.
Oh my god, I did see that in the clip though. Sick, bro. Let me ask you a question. There's something I see right here. This is not something bad or good. Is there going to be some kind of addition in terms of artistic choices here? Because obviously this is just like your foot, like it doesn't look like you have a jet in your foot, right? Or some type of like, is there something else that you guys are gonna add to the foot? It just looks like your foot, just sparks up and goes up, right? So where like the logic of where does that fuel come from, like visually,
Yeah, I mean it's really so.
early.
Danny Floyd is our chief product officer. I don't entirely know what they have envisioned behind any enhancements to that. We might just run with this, to be honest with you. But
Keep it
I will
simple.
note that
Yeah.
this is the base tier of jetpacking. So there will be multiple tiers. You can get upgrades. You can essentially look like Iron Man when you get the fully upgraded, and that will give you better stamina. You can fly higher. You can fly longer, things like that. But this is a quality of not only is it cool, it's a pretty significant quality of life improvement of being able to navigate around these massive environments. You can imagine running from point A to point B, that can get monotonous. So now you can jetpack your way along. You can get there much quicker, and it's a middle point between hopping on a ship and just running.
Yeah, man. I'm really really impressed, to be honest. I'm really impressed. I know this is a massive game, and I really just want to see this game succeed. And a lot of people try to make the comparison with Star Citizen and blah 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 and all of this, but what people don't understand is that we're gonna play with a real economy here. Like there's gonna be like this economic incentive to be part of this at every single level. And some people say, well, but like some of the spaceships are super expensive. It's like, well, you don't need to be the top dog in Star Atlas. Just like in real life, you don't have necessarily a penthouse or you have a Lamborghini. You could have a Toyota and have fun and go to the beach, right? So kind of the same way here, you can buy a spaceship that is $5, $10. Hang around, join communities like ours. There's many others in Star Atlas. You guys can join the Discord and participate in those communities. And if you have a $5 spaceship or $10 spaceship or even a $50 spaceship or a $100 spaceship, you can join those communities and be part of those communities. And as a group, you will be able to dominate. That is the idea here, as a group to dominate. I actually saw a video the other day about a whale in this little game, this little mini game, something like Clash of Clans. This whale spent like I don't know, like 500,000 to build his empire, and then a bunch of little clans got together and absolutely destroyed him. And I could see this happening in Star Atlas. Some massive whales with millions of dollars in spaceships, and then every community that is small creates an alliance and boom, destroys the hell out of that big ass whale, right? So at the end of the day, this is strategy, right? So I'm really looking forward to it, and that's something you can't do in Star Citizen, right? There's not that economic incentive. There's no risk on the line, and I think people that play with big money like risk, right? That's why they have big money, right? And if they're gonna play a game, they want to risk. They want to be part of that.
I
So
think they're all great points on multiple levels. I mean, from one perspective, the whole concept of play to earn, which is actually stay where you are.
mhm.
Um, let me see what you own here. Let's load in that Pierce X4 and
Yeah.
Keggy. While I'm running through this, why don't we do this, man? Uh, in Discord, shoot me your wallet address, and I'm going to send you a couple of ships, and one for you to load in and keep for yourself, and maybe one to give away on the stream today
Okay.
if you want. Um, but from the economic lens, to your exact point, this idea of play to earn, this functional and real economy that exists within the game provides an opportunity set for people to actually improve their own quality of life through time. Now, from the potential of earnings, they can actually then upgrade and purchase bigger and better assets over time. You don't have to get right into the game with $100,000 ship, right? You can start with the Pierce X4 that you have right here and kind of earn your way up um, into better assets just based on spending time in the video game. I think that's incredibly cool. I'm a diehard gamer. I have been my whole life. I think the idea of true asset ownership with NFTs is absolutely the future. But I also vehemently believe that the idea of play to earn is not dead, right? And maybe this is just semantics of saying play and earn versus play to earn. The experience shouldn't be just about earning, but I think having that as part of the value proposition is considerable.
Yeah,
So
absolutely, and it's all about providing value, right? Like if there's a guild with a lot of money, that is they're not gonna manage every single resource. They're gonna need people that have small spaceships, or they can transport X or Y resource and deliver it, and you can earn your way up. And these people that are playing the game for real, right? Like really playing the game, and you're really providing value to those people. The other day, I just it was another game that I was playing. I was like, bro, I am not going to put here 10 hours a day on this game to get those resources. I want to play the game, but I want to pay somebody to get me those resources. I really do. And it's not about like, me being powerful or anything like that. It's really like I have a bunch of stuff to do, and I want to play the game to the full extent with all the resources that I need, but I want to make somebody that needs a job to go do that. So I think we can do that in Star Atlas.
100%. The potential for specialization within Star Atlas is massive. There's 28 different career paths, but I fully envision a universe and an economy wherein somebody's sole operation in the game might be specialized industry or resource extraction, right? Yeah, perfect, man. You're running through the ground racing course right now.
Yeah.
uh, but their job is to extract resources from different planets around this universe. Someone else's job is they own a freighter ship, right? And they pick up those minerals, those materials. They transport those to a refinery, and somebody else owns the refinery. They process that into refined materials and sell that off to someone who uses it in crafting, who's specialized in the crafting process, and they can then create new items and new ships within the game.
Yeah,
So
absolutely. And that's only one vertical, right? Like we're talking about resources. We can talk about even entertainment, right? So who's creating experiences where like, we just want to hang out inside Star Atlas in some kind of experience, whether it's a strip club, whether it's I don't know, a mini game within Star Atlas. Like these are experiences that people can build, and there's a market for that, right? I mean, look at Sandbox that I know you guys are partner with them, right? Like, look at all these communities together. It's a perfect example of what can happen in Star Atlas, and just people building experiences based on their IP, right? And anything from content creators to artists are going to be part of this creator, economy or user-generated economy, right?
that's right. Do you have the audio on? I can't hear the audio on your stream, but just want to make sure everybody else can hear.
Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, that's a good point. It is there, but I think I have it pretty low. Let me see. Can you guys hear this? Let me know. Yeah, sorry that the interview is a little bit buggy, guys. Because obviously I'm running the program. I'm running a bunch of stuff. I'm in Dominican Republic, so I'm doing my best here. I'm doing my best. Okay. You can listen to both. Pedro said he can listen. He can hear it.
Perfect.
Yeah. Okay. So no sound effects. That's probably because I have it down. Let me see. Or maybe they still don't have the sound effects for the weapons. That could be it. I don't know. Wagner would probably know more about that.
Yeah, on the X4, the one you're flying, you should have sound effects. You know, worth noting, this is we're
Very early.
rolling out aggressively, right? So, fully expect some bugs in this. There's a lot to cover. The race course is cool. What this will convert into, by the way, right now it's time trial, but in the very next release that we have up and coming, we have a couple of big advancements. One of them is in user concurrency, so our backend server infrastructure, and we're looking at by July on single instance having 5,000 concurrent users. This is already pretty massive scale, and
What?
upwards of 30,000 concurrent users, single instance, seamless, no instancing, going into Q4 of this year.
Sick,
And
bro.
and this race course turns into combat racing. So I think somebody was making a joke about Wipeout, but this really is kind of like a Mario Kart. You can see the boosts that you can pick up as
Mm-hmm.
you're on the track, but you're combat fighting with people as you go. So, you know, Mario Kart, you throw the red shell. In this, you shoot a rocket at somebody, you destroy their ship, and you keep going, right?
I mean, this
Uh,
is exactly what I'm talking about. Like, just imagine kind of communities building their own games within Star Atlas, and you go to those worlds, um, and that has a job. Like, the whole thing has a job. Whoever's creating those experiences, now they have a new job. You know, they can actually earn from this. They can earn from creating, from being an artist, from being a music producer. Maybe you have a club in Star Atlas, right? And people go hang out to listen to your new drops, right? That might be your location to, you know, Dead Mouse might be like, you know what, I'm dropping all my new music only in this club in Star Atlas, right? So now it just opens so many opportunities at so many levels. This is like, it's so crazy to even think about it, right?
You really nailed it. So, you know, not only is there functional economy through gameplay, but this is again core to our ethos is building on chain. The opportunity that provides is threefold. Um, it gives the developer, the innovator, the entrepreneur the opportunity to build out their own extensions, their own mods to this seamlessly without, you know, requesting permission from us. If you want a custom environment that you've built in UE5 that leverages all of the Star Atlas assets, you have the opportunity to do that, and your storyline can be content that people want to consume. And you, as the developer, then can find a path to monetizing that. Our user base, our community then has an opportunity to get exposure to more content that we as a studio didn't have to develop, right? Maybe it's not part of the core Star Atlas game, but it is an extension of the game. And that's a significant benefit to us because then we don't, you know, we can essentially recruit from the global talent pool of developers out there to build something around Star Atlas because we have this core asset, which is a group of people that are deeply passionate about playing this game. So I did send you those two ships.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to load one of these in because it's the Fimble Lobby. It's one of our most polished ships. You have to load that up and take a little spin in that one.
Okay, all right, let's do it. Let's do it. Woo! There's a lot. There's a lot here. I'm definitely gonna make a video once I kind of know the ins and outs of this new update. What am I doing here? No, 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 no. Go back. Escape. My escape is not working. Okay.
Yeah, escape. If you hit escape lower left on the like the little square lower left,
There we
I've
go.
I've encountered that bug as well.
Oh, good. Oh, good. We're in the early stages. I don't even, you know, whoever judges this at a at that level, it's literally they're literally not understanding what's been done here, right? Like building right in the open. Nobody does this. Like nobody builds a game like this in the open, right? It just doesn't happen. This is a brand new way of building. Um, Let me ask you. I don't have it. Should I
You,
restart the game?
No, you do have it. It's there, but this landing pad is not compatible for that. So let's escape back out of this one. We're going to transport you back into using that transport terminal. We're going to take you back into the showroom, or we'll take you out to one of the outside. Yeah, teleportation. Go outdoor, and let's
Okay.
explore the east. I think it's the east outdoor pad. Either one. West also works.
Yeah, it's just not working for me. Let me see if I can.
F is not. If you hold F, is
Yeah.
that working?
No, it's not. Let me see if I can like I can't get out of this screen right now. Let's just set the spaceship and all right, can I do it from here?
Well, you can hop on your X4 and maybe fly over to one of the other landing pads. So if you go back to your X4 there.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
Can I actually unlock this one and fly, or this one is kind of like ground level?
No, you can, if you hit H, that'll take you out of hover
Flight
mode
mode.
into flight mode.
Okay. Oh, nice. All right, all right.
Yeah, there you go. Now you're in flight mode.
Cool. Let me see where I'm at. Okay, got it. There we go. Shit.
Hover mode.
It's a pretty big map. This map increased by 4 or 5x from the previous version. Yeah, there you go. You're pretty close to one of the terminals. If you run towards the building, the opposite direction. Yeah, any one of those terminals actually, right there, we can load up that lobby. There's a good one.
All right. Dude, how much time does it take to get into details in with this kind of spaceships, right? Obviously the size matters, right? The size and the complexity of the spaceship matters, but like it's so detailed, bro. It's insane. Like look at this. Like what? Like
Yeah.
come on, man. Born to ride. Wow. Oh my god.
This is really incredible work. The level of detail in the engineering of these ships and the animations. Yeah, and I hope everyone can hear the sound because this one just sounds incredible. And you
Yeah.
do have to check out first person in this ship as well. So that's C. If you hit C, it should take you into first person.
Yeah.
This is really,
Holy crap.
this
Oh!
is really iconic to Star Atlas.
Yeah, this is beautiful, man. This is absolutely insane. Holy crap. Holy crap. I love how when I asked you about the haters, you said, and that really shows leadership, and I'm learning, man. Look, I'm learning. Look, I'm running my stuff, and I'm learning about leadership. And that's leadership right there. You're like, nah, forget the FUD. Let's focus on the people that actually kind of like care about, the project. And I really appreciate that because I see it from a perspective of like I'm learning, like that's exactly what I should be doing. And everybody should be doing, whether you're building a project or, whatever brand. It's like whoever doesn't believe in what you're doing, then you just kind of don't put any effort into it, right? Like whatever, man. Just wanted to say that, bro, because this shit is just, it's amazing. All right, let's actually
Thanks,
fly this. Holy
You-
crap.
There you go. Yeah, into flight mode. You know, Kagi, there's always going to be haters, man, no matter what you do, no matter what you accomplish. So I'm a believer that like attracts like. Let's focus on the positive. And we have enormous confidence in what we're doing here. This is groundbreaking game development, not just for Web3, but like literally transforming the gaming industry through this content. So we have a lot of confidence, feel really good about what's being built here. And yes, it's early stage, but the traction and progress has been incredible.
Yeah, man. All right, I can't get out of the spaceship. Let me see. Hold R to cancel race. Okay, Hold R to cancel race. Okay.
So if you lower to the ground, control. So
Upper
space is vertical elevation, and left control will lower you closer to the ground, and then you should be able to hit F and hop out of the car.
Yeah, I took it out of flight mode. That's what it was.
Oh, you were in flight mode. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, let's load something else. Can you tell me another one that you're excited about out of what I have, obviously? Let me see. Chip pad, I have Opal. I have no, wait, that's not what I own. Okay, Opal. I have the thimble that you sent me. And guys, we're going to do a giveaway, and of course, we're going to answer some questions in the chat. I know I have been ignoring it, but you know, it's a lot. It's a lot to kind of like go back and forth with the chat with Wagner. Let me see. So we got the Floyd, we got the Pierce X4, Pierce X5, Calico Compact Hero. We got the thimble. I have the pack light. I actually loaded this one, I think.
Oh, you have to load the pack light.
Yeah.
For sure, you have to load that one.
Holy shit. Wow, this is freaking massive. Okay, so what... I'm not sure what this does. And for the Star Atlas fans, don't be mad at me. You know, I play a lot of games and I go into a lot of stuff, so I don't know all the details. I know I just own this. And what is this? What am I looking at here?
Yeah, the Thimble, BIOS, Packlight. This whole BIOS line stands for Build Your Own Ship. So, you know, we have multiple manufacturers within the game. Thimble is one of those. Thimble BIOS is an extension of that. It's designed to look kind of like a pick-apart ship, right? So people went to a junkyard, they found a bunch of parts, they were able to construct a ship out of this. And what this particular ship specializes in is freighting. So it looks like a cargo ship. If you look at some of the other images, you can fit the shipping containers directly in the center hull, and that's what this one's really good at, is taking large quantities of materials and resources from point A to point B.
Wow. Can I actually get inside, or
You
not
can.
yet?
No, you can. You can get inside. You have to find. There's a little elevator that will come down. If you just run under the ship, I think it's towards the back. Towards the back underneath, there is an elevator that will come down. And if you're pushing F, you'll find it.
Okay. Let me see. Let's actually try this.
I might have given you the wrong spot here. Maybe it's towards the front.
Let's see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see.
And if I misled you, you can obviously jetpack and get on top of the ship. And a lot of the equipment should be functional, so you can open doors, you can check out the crew quarters.
Okay. Oh, got it.
Inside the cockpit.
There. Oh my! I can't believe this. This is insane, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to go in. The thimble. This is looking absolutely insane. I know it's a little bit laggy. Let me actually lower the resolution. See if I can get this a little bit more smooth. Just a little bit more. I'm running a lot of things in my PC right now, and I have it in high quality right now. You know, while streaming, while doing video calls, while everything.
By the way, do you have DLSS enabled? If you
Uh,
scroll down.
I'll do that. All right, let me go ahead. All right, graphics.
Oh, it's right.
Okay.
It was actually right there. So
Yeah.
go back into graphics, scroll down. It was at the bottom.
Okay. Yeah, NVIDIA DLSS. Okay. On?
Yeah.
Should I put it on?
Put DLSS on, and then go to the second setting. Is it on?
Yeah.
There you go. Don't escape yet. Where it's right underneath where you were just at, the DLSS presets. Go to ultra quality. Ultra quality. It's going to help it do one more to the left. The ultra quality. It will still look great and perform significantly better. So you might be able to leave the graphics on high running that, but you can leave them. You can set them to medium now, but everything should be performing a little bit smoother now.
Yeah, and I took motion blur too, which is every gamer
Open
knows.
those cabinets.
Okay.
Open those. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I remember this in the party that we had for Star Atlas. Haha. Oh my god. Oh, you can fly it. No way. Wait a second. Wait a second, bro. Holy crap.
Kagi, it brings me joy just to see how much fun you're having, man.
Yeah, man, I'm just so impressed, you know? Like, I'm impressed because I can see the future of this, you know? Like, I can see it all come together, you know? And, you know, I understand, like, I bring back to the people that don't understand, you know, the process that it takes to build anything. Like, I get them. They want a product that is done, but it's just seeing the process is amazing for me. I enjoy it. I truly do enjoy testing new products, testing new games, testing new everything. It doesn't matter if it's early, you know, and this is just really good for an early build, like super early build. Let's just keep that clear.
Yeah. I mean, given how early stage this is, I can't emphasize enough how impressive these ships are and the assets are. Also, you have the landing gear down. I think it's L will raise your landing gear, either N or L.
Yeah, let me actually try to change the FOB. Do we have FOB here? We should have FOB, I think.
You can. So you can't like zoom out from where you're at. Those are fixed settings, but
Okay.
you could use if you hold Z, you can free look around the ship.
Oh, okay. Now we're talking business. Got it.
There you
Okay.
go.
Nice, nice. I imagine the FOB at some point is going to be able to be changed, right? Most likely, yeah.
So our team does a lot of work on setting those perspectives. It's possible we allow some configuration there. Really better question specifically for the game team. I try not to be too overly influential there. We have some really bright guys, including Danny, of course, again our co-founder, chief product officer. He's really the visionary behind the game product here. So we're in great hands. I'm just the guy that gets up here and talks about it after the fact.
Yeah, man. I remember you told me the other day. I was just like, "Oh, bro, my grammar sucks, but I'm running a newsletter or whatever." You're like, you got to put the people that know what they're doing, and lead them, and that's it. And you're right. You're right. You shouldn't try to do everything. That's just, that's BS. All right. So, let's actually go to the chat, bro, and let's actually answer some questions. Let me try to get
Yeah.
out of the spaceship real quick. If I press H, no, actually it's L. Okay, I'm falling apart, guys.
So Q, if you push Q right now, that's how you rotate.
Oh, okay.
So Q and E are your roll.
Oh, got it.
All right, and then control would lower you down to the ground. Left control will take you down.
Okay, we got it. Got it. Let's go.
All right, that was a little bumpy landing, but you made it.
We made it. let me actually go to the back of the spaceship real quick. Oh, no, I
Yeah,
can't.
yeah.
Not,
There's
not
a
yet.
bunch. You can go in there. There's a bunch of things you can interact with. Oh, did it not let you go?
No. It's blocked. Like
Okay.
this
Okay.
invisible wall right now, but it's all good.
Okay.
Oh, so you said open this.
Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of things you can interact with. Little cabinets, right?
Yeah.
Rooms.
No, this is amazing. All right, guys, let's actually take some questions from the chat. If you guys have any questions, we got Wagner here. This guy is straight up. He's not gonna BS you. It is what it is. Let's actually go to YouTube real quick. Take some questions. Let me see. Sorry for ignoring you guys. Thank you guys for being here. Manila Crypto always supporting. Martian Hotbox, Apex, a co-founder of the Juice team. Chief Axel, what's up, man? All right, guys. If you guys have any questions, please put it in chat right now. This is your opportunity to ask Wagner anything you guys want. Anything you guys want. Tell Wagner he's a legend. and thanks for not giving up on his vision. Wagner, you're a legend.
Thank you. Really, the team is the legend, but yeah, very much appreciate that. I do see a question from Manila Crypto.
Mm-hmm.
Can I use my Calico Guardian for test flight? The answer is yes. So all 49 ships that have been sold are now flyable. Now they're not all polished. They don't all look, as final as this pack light does, but you can get into every single ship and you can fly every single ship. And they all have their own unique ship physics as well.
Sick. Actually, let me see if I should have that one. Let me see if I can load it in. Let me see if I can load it in for you, Manila Crypto. Manila, a shout out to Manila, by the way. The RDG guild, that guild is insane. It's insane. They're gonna be pretty big players in Star Atlas and many other games. This is a strong, guild that not a lot of people know about just because they're low key, but they have more than 20,000 members, engaged members. These people put a lot of money. They're from the Philippines as well. I have invested with them in many projects and many stuff. These are premium individuals, right? With real gamers. So, just so you guys know that, shout out to Manila, All right. Let me see.
Why don't you check out the Floyd liner is also gold standard right now. So the Floyd line is the Floyd line Aerospace 1, that top right. So this, by the way, is not an NFT. This is a ship that comes standard with every download. It's not an ownable ship. It's not a tradable ship, but it is something that everybody can fly for now. Now this won't be available to everyone in the future, but as we're still in this early stage, you can access that from the back of the ship. But in this early stage, everybody has access to at least this ship to play around with.
All right. Let me see if I can actually get this done. So the back, I think I'm in the back. Should I fly in?
This should be working.
Let me see.
Might be broken. Yeah, it looks like it's missing actually. Part of the back.
Yeah.
Noted. We will I'll share this one with the team.
Yeah, it's all good in the hood. All right, any other questions? Let's see. I want to play this so hard. Love the jetpack boots. Are those NFTs also? No, but there will be variations, I believe. But Wagner can talk a little bit more about that.
Right. So this is again the default jetpack. Everyone has access to that, but you'll be able to upgrade that through time. It gives you longer flight time, better stamina, faster movement, things like that.
Absolutely. I can see a market for jetpacks. Holy crap.
Why don't we, as we're taking questions, why don't we do one last thing with you? This was another improvement. We added that train station. So if you kind of run straight forward, you can see the tracks ahead of you.
Yeah, upstairs, right?
Yeah, if you run towards the building upstairs, you can hop on the train and we'll take a little ride on that track.
Let's do it. What about other mini games outside of the world? Didn't you guys add like some other games, or is it inside the racing? Is everything inside of the showroom right now? Mostly?
Well, there's a lot of things that we didn't get into. So you're looking at the showroom. There's also, I don't know if you're going to keep the stream going after this, but you can also do the combat arena. So that's out in space. And then there's 2 additional experimental maps. You do have to enable the experimental mode. So you can check out those displays, but you can actually hop on the train and take this thing for a little ride. There's 2 experimental maps that you can just explore as well. And again, you'll find that through experimental mode. When you're on the main menu, you can use Q and E to navigate into those other options. But the combat arena saw a significant upgrade in the platform, and again a significant improvement to the to that gameplay experience. Smarter AI, 12 waves instead of 5. It's more challenging than it was in the past, and you can load in almost any ship that you own. I believe it goes up to medium. I don't remember the exact detail. It goes either up to medium or large ship that you can take in there. I think large actually.
Got it. Okay, so we got some other questions. Somebody said right here, I really like this question. How many players do you hope to have on a server? Are you developing a similar version of server meshing in Star Citizen? Like, what is the strategy here to bring a lot of people together for Star Atlas?
Yeah, I mean, our goal is single server, open world, right? And that was what I was speaking to a bit earlier. We've identified an early stage partner, but they have some really innovative tech that allows for this user concurrency. So the simple fact that we are our goal is to have 5,000 users in a single instance, single zone by July, and then upwards of 30,000 users by October of this year. And we think that that tech is going to continue to scale. So yes, server meshing. We don't want to fracture the user experience across multiple servers. It's everyone, every player, and you know our vision is for millions or potentially hundreds of millions of players or people engaging in Star Atlas, and not all of them will necessarily be gamers. Right? There's entire commerce centers on central space stations where maybe you're a business owner. You know, maybe you sell items, and you and I have talked about this a lot in the past. But the idea that you can create a legitimate business, you can sell items in game, and those items could be delivered physically to someone's residence. So Amazon, look out because we're coming for you.
Hey, no, but that's funny. You say Amazon. You say Amazon. But a lot of these companies like Amazon or studios or even studios, traditional studios that know how to generate good assets. If they see a business here, they will plant themselves in Star Atlas. You know, you can potentially see Riot Games in Star Atlas producing Riot Games assets to sell to
Right.
people in the Star Atlas world. You know, so I don't see that far away. You know, Amazon has a gaming studio, so why not, operate, inside Star Atlas and sell assets that are generated by them and increase their IPs? And, I don't see it as a crazy idea. When you say, oh, Amazon, we're coming for you, actually, some of these studios might just come here and create businesses as well, because they have the operations to kind of to produce these assets at massive scale, right?
That's right.
And if it's making a lot of money, and why not? Fuck it. All
Well
right.
said.
So let me see. Another question. I think this one's pretty fun. This is a fun question. Can't think of any major questions, but what's your favorite spaceship to fly in Showroom so far? Which one do you enjoy the most?
Well, it's funny. I guess another item that we didn't talk about is that we do have a full marketplace integration now. So we've had a marketplace. It was actually one of the first applications that we built at play.staratlas.com. That's where you can go in a Web 2 format and buy ships. But we've now fully integrated that peer-to-peer marketplace into the showroom. So when you go to the terminal, you can go to the marketplace. You can see all of the buys and sell orders on that marketplace. And just in my own experimentation, as we were playtesting this, there were a few ships that I didn't own that I wanted to see, and I bought 4 ships just in that one session. One of those ships was the Lobby. It was actually, some of the ships that I sent you, just because its level of polish is so high. So I would say for me right now, the Lobby is probably my favorite. The Airbike is also really cool. When you can combine the quality of the assets with great VFX and great SFX, it's like that's the level of immersion that we're going for, and I get really emotionally addicted to that. There's a lot of other amazing ships, but just in terms of full polish, that Fimble Lobby is really cool. Also, the Pierce X6, I have to point that out. The Pierce X6 is absolutely incredible, and we did release a video earlier this week or last week. No, it was last Friday, of the Pierce X6, and that one's definitely worth checking out as well.
Okay, I have a question myself. Let's look into the future, right? We got Apple announcing, glasses or whatever. We got Meta as well. We got a bunch of companies. It's kind of gaining traction. Obviously, in the white paper from the beginning, you guys had VR. Obviously, we are a little bit far away from that, but I did see somebody from the Star Atlas community that he's part of my community as well, and he's always on Twitter and hanging out. His name is PG. He's from Portugal. You probably seen him around. He said, "Bro, no, they actually released a VR version, like a clip from the team using VR and stuff like that. Obviously, still not for the user, but it looks really, really, really nice. So, what's the future of this? How do you see the VR kind of evolving inside Star Atlas?"
Yeah, well, big shout out to PG. He's been around for a long time, big supporter of ours. So thank you, PG. And I think there's a little bit of delay in the stream, but look, I don't want to overpromise on what the VR integration is going to look like. Our team just has a lot of passionate gamers, and they've been experimenting with the VR integration into Showroom. It's a bit beyond my technical expertise to describe exactly what it's going to look like or how that integration is going to work. But yes, we are experimenting with it now. My understanding from conversations with the product team is that it requires significant additional development. You're kind of redeveloping all of these environments and all of these assets to support VR. So it's not something that we're looking at focusing on in the immediate term, but given the advances in Unreal Engine 5 and support for features like VR, we certainly see a world where you're flying around in these ships in VR. 100%.
Sick, sick. I know there's going to be a massive market for that in the future. I know it's still a small market with a lot of potential. But for a game like this, it makes sense. It makes sense. It's gonna immerse you even more. And then I remember back in the day, when I interviewed you, one of the things that you said, obviously, don't hold them, don't hold this kind of against them if it doesn't happen like that. But it's like being able to go back and forth between VR mode and kind of like normal mode. Like if I hop on a spaceship and then just pop up the VR mode, I can fly in VR and then get out, right? Like not necessarily you have to be in VR mode the whole time to
Right.
that would be interesting to see, right? Hop in and out whenever you see fit and whenever you really want to immerse yourself. And I believe for me it would be like if I'm flying around, I would like to be in VR, right? Some people might
100%.
want to experience it in a different way, but let me see. So we have a little bit more questions. I don't know how you are doing on time, Wagner. I know you're a busy man, so let's take a few more.
Sure.
I think somebody was talking about, can a spaceship be destroyed during battle? If that happens, is your asset destroyed? Is there a way to repair it?
Yeah. We do have collisions in game now. I mean, making some improvements to the VFX there as well. Looks pretty good already, but certainly room to improve going into the future. But you can get into engagements, not PvP engagements. Well, sorry, in multiplayer you can actually get into some form of PvP engagement. Our multiplayer right now, which is possible, is a self-hosted P2P form of multiplayer. So Kagi, say you host a server. That was one of the options in the menu. Other people can see your server. Up to 15 other people, so 16 people total, can get into your server. Want to note, it is pretty buggy right now in multiplayer mode. There's also significant latency issues, but it's still pretty fun to jump in with 4 or 5 people and run around and see everyone else running around, and you can attack and destroy their ship. Right now, if you destroy someone's ship, they can instantly respawn it. Going into the future, we have the again, we've talked about this in the past. You can open that door on the right hand side, by the way. There's a little terminal to the right.
Oh, you guys changed it. That's smart. Okay. Yeah, it was kind of like just get in front of it and hover, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going into the future, though, we have the concepts of security zones, so low risk, medium risk, and high risk zones. So depending on where you're operating, there's different levels of consequences. No, virtually no consequences in the low risk zone. Medium risk, you'd have to repair your ship. There might be respawn timers as well, by the way, and this would be conceptualized as the time to repair, time required to actually repair your ship and get it back into your hands, kind of like a lockup. And then in the high risk zone, we coined the term play for keys all the way back at inception. This is intended to be permanent destruction of that asset. Now there would be some materials that are salvageable from that engagement, but the NFT itself is actually permanently destroyed. Now that's out in the future. I don't know what the timeline looks like for that specific functionality to come online, but where we are going with the PvP is the next two extensions from now, and this is also subject to change, but because we are focusing pretty heavily on that combat racing, but the our R3 release, this is R2.1, R3 release would include a PvP combat arena, and we're looking at with the server scalability being able to have thousands of ships flying around in a oh, okay, what? You found one of the bugs. You've fallen through the map.
It's all
You can
good.
always you can hit F1 to respawn there, but yeah, the PvP combat arena is pretty exciting feature for us. But the other thing that we're really focused on right now, I guess that I would point out, is that it's we think it's critical to get character progression, so XP leveling that is permanent, that doesn't reset, into the game very soon. So even though right now you're just flying around and having some fun, in the not too distant future, participating in the race course and competing on the race course, those are activities that will actually provide you with experience that accrues to your account, and that's going to be permanent, right? So for I know for me personally, as a having played a ton of MMOs, that XP is it's an addiction, man. Like that's how you get people playing constantly, because you get that progression, sense of accomplishment, and it just makes you want to come back for more.
Interesting, interesting. Okay, so somebody has a question around AI. Obviously, we have seen AI NPCs, kind of like first iterations of how AI and NPCs can work, kind
Mhm.
of generated on the fly. So everybody kind of has a different experience, depending on what you ask, how you have a conversation with the AI. Is that something you guys are looking into? Obviously, we're early, right? Like that's not like that's kind of like polishing stages, but obviously a lot of games are gonna go for that, right? Like AI generated content.
Yeah, like you said, very early stages, but we are 100% looking into that, and I think undoubtedly AI NPCs will be the future of gaming. Did you ever watch that movie? I think it was called Her.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, I watched it. It's insane, insanity. I was yeah, I actually watched it as soon as it came out. I was actually in film school when that happened. And bro, I was just like holy crap, like well, nobody was talking about AI when that movie came out. I think it was like 2013 or something like that. So yeah.
Yeah, I've joked in the past, we don't want to create a dystopian future here, but I think the the potential for I almost hesitate to say it, but digital relationships of sorts, and in different cultures, it's already pretty popular for people to have like a virtual girlfriend, right? That they carry around with them on a train. I don't know that that's the direction we take with this, but I think technology like AI and PCs could give people some meaningful interaction in these games where it feels less single-sided, right? It feels like something that you're actually communicating with on a regular basis, and it has memory, it has emotion, so it actually responds. And it's maybe that's a scary thought, I don't know, but I think as we emerge further down this path of virtual worlds and this idea of the metaverse, that's probably going to become a reality.
I mean, it happens already, right? There's a website, just like OnlyFans, but not. It's not really like a sexual website, but you obviously tell like you can ask for any services, some services are like, okay, hire this girl or this guy to help you, to be your companion for the day in Valorant or in Call of Duty, because you don't have
Hmm.
anybody to play with. I mean, obviously, you look at Star Atlas and somebody goes and puts a service in that website and like, okay, I'll be your companion inside Star Atlas for a whole month. I mean, yeah, it's gonna happen. It's already happening in
Yeah.
games that are not even as immersive as a game like this. It happens in World of Warcraft. People pay for gold for digital lap dance, right? From like it's gonna happen. You can't ignore that side of the business, right? And I'm looking forward, because we're adults here, right? I mean, yes, this game is for kids as well, but like we're adults here. There's going to be clubs here. People are gonna create clubs, and you're gonna go to the club, and you're going to ask for a lap dance. There's nothing wrong with that. This is one more business, and it already happened in games like Entropia Universe that came out in 2003. People had clubs, people had all kinds of businesses there. Obviously, it didn't take off because they didn't have the infrastructure that Star Atlas is going to provide, which is on chain, everything on chain, being able to transfer assets. That just opens up the possibilities to another level. So, um, let me ask you a question because I'm not really well versed in this. What does on chain mean for Star Atlas? Like, what is on chain?
Yeah, on chain for us means I don't want to say virtually everything. It's not possible to develop the entire game on chain. Obviously, we need technology like Unreal Engine for this particular client. We need game engine technology like Play Canvas, which is what we use for a browser-based game. But if you think about a lot of the backend services, and I would say it's most applicable to economic elements because that is the most feasible. But to whatever extent possible, we're literally building game logic to live on the blockchain. Now, in Sage, what's up and coming, that's the browser-based game. In Sage, what we already have is the movement and coordinate system, but your player progression, this will apply to Unreal Engine as well. So when you level in XP, that is all stored in a player profile on the blockchain. And then we reference that data to represent it in the game engine. Things like the combat system in Sage, resource extraction, crafting, all of the resources that you pull out, those processes, when you go to, take 4 silver ore and craft it into an ingot, that is done via an on-chain transaction. Um, and it is incredibly complicated to develop in that fashion. Not only are we working with cutting edge game engine technology with UE 5.2 here, but we're also integrating bleeding edge blockchain technology. The benefit is having the logic developed on chain creates a permissionless, extensible, and composable ecosystem. And we have already seen a number of applications developed by outside parties, specifically by DACs or guilds within our ecosystem that provide services to our users. And I've talked about the pit stop, which was developed by the club in the past, but essentially it was a way to aggregate replenishing or resupplying of resources in our score program. That was the very early program where you could enlist your ships, you manage resources, and you earn Atlas just for essentially keeping those resources stocked up. Well, they created a system that made that more efficient, more simple. In a single click instead of 10 or 20 clicks, you could resupply your entire fleet. That's just one example, but the whole point is by having all of the programs on the blockchain, anybody can essentially build an application that integrates seamlessly into that.
Nice. Okay, a little bit more about on chain here. Are you guys planning to expand on blockchains, or are you guys solely going to be on Solana? I know it's early in the blockchain space. Some people think like everything is settled, like this is what's gonna win. And I always remind them that Nokia was winning, and then Apple came out, and in literally 10 minutes, Nokia was out of business, and BlackBerry and everybody. So how are you thinking about this moving forward? Because we're early. I still believe we're early. How do you see this?
Yeah, I would say it would be imprudent for us to develop without some level of contingency plan. Excuse me, but Solana's been a massive supporter of ours. since inception, I still have an enormous amount of confidence in Solana. Uh, Given our development philosophy with all of these on-chain mechanics, it would also be quite burdensome and challenging for us to build multi-chain today. So while we don't have any immediate intention to build on any other layer one, I wouldn't rule it out as a possibility in the future. And as this thing scales and we continue to experience success, if we can dedicate resources to interoperability and cross-chain, I think that it's probably conceivable that we would do that. But in terms of market opportunity and base layer technology, I really believe that right now what we're doing is only possible on Solana, and the traction that they have there, the innovation that's going on, the growth in users. But I would actually say more importantly, the growth in the developer ecosystem around Solana is extremely attractive to us, specifically because we're building so that other developers can build on top of Star Atlas. Right? You can think of us as a layer in between Solana and a developer, because if you're a developer, what's attractive to building on a layer one is, do the users exist there? Right. This is why so many people build on Ethereum. There's already a ton of users there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let me build a dApp on Ethereum because now I have access to this captive audience. Well, if Star Atlas continues to grow and we have a massive gamer audience and you're a game developer, do you want to start from scratch, or do you want to build an integration into Star Atlas because you know that our users, some of them, will want to navigate between our world and yours? And I think it's the latter. I think people will want to build on top of Star Atlas, which leverages Solana because of the early success and innovation that we're bringing to the table.
I agree, and it's more fun because you're building for something fun, right? So if you're building applications to help the users in Star Atlas, it makes it more fun. It makes it more meaningful because sometimes developers build applications hoping for a user base, like you said. Like even if they were to build in Solana, like let's say, I don't know, let's go build a DEX in Solana. Now you're hoping people go to that DEX, but if you're building a DEX for the people that are in Star Atlas, that is better suited for the players in Star Atlas, now you're building for a community directly, and it's just it has more purpose right away. So I can see that. Yeah. Let me.
I'll give you one more example that I think it's gameplay based but also utility driven, and that's let's say, for example, a job posting board needs to be developed that connects people with freighter ships like your Packlight with people that have mining facilities, right? Well, it might take us a while to get that feature developed out, but it's possible for someone else to develop out that job posting board, um, uh, uh, call it an RFP board, and have somebody come in and say, hey, I have a Packlight and I have time. I can pick that up for you and I can transport it. Somebody else can build that and have it as an integrative experience into the game. We don't build it, and maybe they take a fee, right? They take 2% of the value of the goods that are transported. That's the type of thing that's possible here.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that, and even like, and it could go from both sides, right? It could go from the user that needs a job. They post the job, like they need a job. I'm willing to do this or that. And then from the other side, somebody that actually needs somebody, and maybe automatically match based on some type of query, and some type of star system where, like, okay, this is a good person. He knows what he's doing. He has good ratings. Let me go with this guy, or
That's right.
this girl or whoever. Right. So yeah, I can see that. I can see that. So all right. Look, we're almost at the end, guys, but we're gonna take a few more questions because we have Wagner, and this is like this guy's, he's always busy with stuff, Star Atlas. So, is it possible to fully create an avatar the way I want? This is a really good question, and I think when it comes to MMOs, when it comes to facial, kind of like changing your face and stuff like that, to something that really resonates with you as a person because it's your avatar, it's really important. And I know there's technology being built right now. I can mention one, like My Pet's Hooligan, where you can actually, they have the tech to basically from your phone map your face inside their game. I don't know if you guys have that in house or you guys have talked to some type of companies that do this, but just happy to put you in contact in the future if you don't already have contact, because I know they're most likely selling that tech to other games, and I think it's a really beautiful tech. So mapping your face and stuff like that, even making it more immersive inside Star Atlas. So how do you see that? How do you approaching the avatar part of it?
For sure. I think, again, the our emotional connection to our avatar, I think, relies heavily on character customization. So the short answer is no, you can't customize fully today. But the longer answer is yes, at some point in the future you will. Somebody noted metahuman in the comments, and we're looking at metahuman as well. You get these hyper realistic avatars with full customizability. So 100% looking into that, and about as far as I can extend the answer right now.
Yeah, yeah. I'll extend on this just because what I saw from my pets hooligan, and I know there's probably many other companies building this, but the idea that you basically put your camera and your camera is recognizing your facial expressions, and that is automatically being expressed in game, whether I scream or smile, you're literally smiling in game. That would be another level of immersion that it's already possible, and it's actually not that hard, right? Like I just connected my phone through an IP address that the game gives you, and every single movement I made with my face was projected inside the game. So I think that is the future of like avatars and be making it fully immersed. So I'm sure you guys will get there for sure. Let me see. One last question. UGC, user generated content, a dev kit for creators to help build assets for overworld games inside Star Atlas. So interoperability, but in this case, it would be taking an outside NFT and bridging it into. I'm not really sure. What the I see the question started here. Are there plans for UGC? Yes. Interoperability of NFTs. I think we kind of already answered that, right? So yeah, that's basically the bread and butter of Star Atlas, right? People generating content all over and creating an immersive experience here.
Well, maybe
Go ahead.
just let me elaborate on it, just because there is some nuance to the response to that question. 100%, we want to support UGC. This is also intended to be phased out. The earliest versions of this include a crafting and skin system, and so all of the skin crafting does require the use of resources that are extracted from planets around the universe, and they can go in and customize skins. Now, it's UGC, but it's UGC with constraints. Where it starts to get more complicated is within the universe of Star Atlas. You've seen the quality that we are delivering on here. We do want to be pretty protective about which NFTs and the quality of those NFTs live directly inside the Star Atlas universe. So again, more protective on that front, not to imply that there's not a future where people can actually bring in a UE5 asset that they've created into the Star Atlas universe, but just not in the near term. On
Interesting. Go.
on the on the concept of overworld games, this is where it's far more permissive. So yes, bringing a developer kit or like providing an asset base for developers to use to create what I've been calling tangential worlds. And so just as you've been interacting with terminals to transport yourself around the station or to spawn a ship, the same concept could be applied to somebody creating an external, say, planet that maybe isn't navigable to from directly within the Star Atlas universe, but which you can teleport yourself to in the future. And so maybe you're spending time in the Star Atlas universe, somebody builds, universe ABC or planet ABC. You can blow that ship up, by the way. Um,
All
so Planet ABC, and you go to the terminal and you say I want to go to Planet ABC, and maybe the character model that you're using right now that's in Star Atlas that even transforms. So it's just this way to flow between different experiences. It's I've also described this, and maybe this is too big of a statement, but have described it as kind of being like the Steam of like a metaversal Steam, if you will. Imagine our game client has access to hundreds of different titles that were developed by external developers. When you're in Star Atlas, you can essentially load that title up. And I mean, to the extent that it's possible and to the extent that it's UE5 and runs through EGS and that we can get the licensing in place, all of these contingencies, then somebody could just easily flow from our game client to others, and that becomes pretty valuable for developers as well. Really big vision there. Caveat that all of this is just me thinking out loud with you here, but these are some of the ideas.
Nice, nice. I like it. I like it. All right. So I know you sent me some spaceships. Which ones did you send me, and which ones should I give away?
Well, I sent you two of these. So the Fimble Lobby that you're in right now.
All right, perfect. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to give away one of these. I am going to give it away on Twitter. So make sure you follow me on Twitter. And the requirements to give it away is going to be follow Star Atlas, follow me on Twitter, and it's going to be very, very simple, right? I'll choose a winner by the end of the day. So make sure you guys engage with Star Atlas and with CAGYJAN on Twitter. And bro, where can people find you? For the new people here.
Oh, sorry. I was reading through comments there. What I would do is encourage everybody to join our Discord if you're interested in this at all. We have a really incredible and supportive community and an informative community as well. Big thank you to them as always, but they are very welcoming to new people and they'll help get you in the right direction if you have questions about how to play. Follow us at Star Atlas on Twitter. You can find me on Twitter. Uh, that's where I spend most of my time. I think it's most valuable use of my time. That's a joke, but it's AT_M Wagner on Twitter. And yeah, I just want to close with this. This is available on Epic Game Store. It's an early access closed pre-alpha. So you need an access key. And we won't do it live here, Kagi, but if you want, we can provide you with a handful of game access keys. Maybe we give you 50 or 100 game access keys,
We'll go for it.
and you can hand those out as well. So then you can redeem the access key in EGS and start playing yourself.
Absolutely. I just want to go ahead and show you guys here the juices, and Star Atlas has been supporting us in this, with the retweet and stuff. Like, I really appreciate that, Michael. So if you guys want to know the latest news on Star Atlas, I'm going to bring it to you here as well. Always, I'm going to bring you content. So make sure you check out the juicenews.io, ladies and gentlemen. This is our brand new website. I know there's avid readers out there. Not everybody wants to watch a video. So very soon we're gonna have a small interview with Wagner in a written form. So make sure you stay tuned for that. And Wagner, I just want to thank you, man, for giving me your time. And still giving me the time to do this, right? Because a lot of founders, after they reach a certain point, it's like, okay, yeah, I don't have time anymore. And I understand, but I think connecting with the community at this level, it's always important. It's always important because it makes it feel more like, it makes it feel more real, the process. And I know you're always engaged on Twitter, you're always engaged on Discord, and that I think you should keep doing that basically as long as you can, right? I think it's really important for the community strength, and some founders just don't understand that, right? People want to feel connected. They want to feel like they're right there next to the founder building, especially when they're putting money, right? So we appreciate that. We really do.
Anytime, man. And likewise, back to you. I think you were the first. I don't know if I should use the term influencer, but Ben, you found us back in February or March of 2021 when we just kicked off, and reached out, and we you know, I think we've had a great relationship through all of this. So
Yeah.
thanks so much for the time to present here. Thanks for sharing our content, man, and we'll do it again soon.
Yeah, for sure, guys. A video very soon, an overview on this, on the actual gameplay. I'm gonna cut it up in like 5 minutes so you guys can get like the whole kind of experience quickly. Because I know this is a long one, so but it was really really fun. Thank you, Wagner. I appreciate it. Make sure you guys follow Star Atlas, and I'll see you guys next video. All right, peace.
Thanks, man.